Here's a mat Pilates workout that targets the back, the chest, shoulders, biceps, and triceps. And there's a McCrazy Fit original. I'm Tucker, a certified Pilates instructor. Here we go. We'll begin in a 4-point stance. Wrist under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Arms are strong, and we're warming up the back here. Give me a big cat stretch up. And exhale, point the chest forward. And a few more with an inhale, cat stretch up, pulling the ribs up, pointing the tailbone down. And exhale, point the chest forward. And pull the hips out. One more. And coming back to a neutral starting position, core is tight, belly's pulled up and away. And with an inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, back to start. A few more. Shoulder adduction. Keeping the arms strong. All parts of the hand and all fingers are contacting the mat evenly. Inhale to squeeze the shoulder blades without extending the spine. And coming back to start without rounding it. So last one, squeeze the shoulder blades, mindful not to overarch the lower back. And back to start without rounding or flexing the spine. Great. Final exercise in this position, bringing the hands out to the width of the mat and a little higher. And down into a push-up. Keeping the elbows in and back up. And again, inhaling down as far down as possible. Exhale back up. Now, so many variations here. We'll keep going with the push-ups, but I could bring my hands in closer to really focus on the triceps. I can bring them about shoulder width or farther apart to focus on the chest. I can also bring the knees wider apart for greater stability. I can go up onto a full plank for a full push-up. So lots of variety here. Let's go 2 more. And last one, lower all the way down onto our belly. Legs are straight, arms at the side. Belly's tight, pulled up away from the mat. With an exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And back. Now chin could be resting on the mat or gently floating. And again, exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades. Shoulder blade adduction. Back to start, 2 more. Last one, belly's tight. And come down to rest. This time, palms facing the mat, belly's tight. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the palms off the mat. Now, inhale, exhale, raise them higher. Exhale, raise the hands higher. So I'm keeping the shoulder blades squeezed together and gently lifting the hands higher. Squeeze in the back and the lats. Belly's tight. Not pressing the hips into the mat. Let's go 3 more. And rest. And we can shake the hips back and forth a little bit to release any tension that built up. And then come back to a neutral starting position. Belly's tight. If the back gets sore, sometimes widening the feet a little bit can help. And we'll move into a modified double leg kick here. With an exhale, gently lift the legs off the mat. So that's squeezing the glutes and the hamstrings. Legs are straight. I'm gently lifting the feet off. Kick the legs up. And as they go back down, squeeze the shoulder blades again, lifting the chest and the hands off the mat. legs stay straight. And then down, legs kick, inhale up. Exhale, legs kick, inhale up. 3 more. Great, last one. And rest. Let's bring the hands up to rest the forehead on the top of the hands. And same idea here. So we'll be exhaling to squeeze the shoulder blades and lift the head and chest up off the mat. So inhale, exhale, squeeze, lift the head and chest off the mat. Inhale back down. Exhale, squeeze up. Inhale down. Now this time we'll stay up. Arms come down into goalposts and back up and down. Exhale up. Goalposts. Back and down. Exhale up. And down. Good. 2 more. Last one. Great job. And let's press back into child's pose. Back onto our belly. One final progression leading up to swimming. So legs are straight. Arms straight up above. And this time we'll just begin by lifting everything up. So that'll be arms and legs. So that'll be exhaling, squeezing the shoulder blades, lifting the chest and head off the mat. That'll be keeping the legs straight, squeezing the glutes and the hamstrings. Gently lift the legs off the mat, keeping the legs pointing long, arms reaching up long as well. Here we go. Inhale, belly's tight and pulled up away from the mat. Exhale, everything comes up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Good. 3 more. Keeping the body straight. Arms and legs are reaching long. Last one. And down and rest. Let's do that again and move into swimming. Inhale, exhale, everything comes up. Then right arm, left leg touch the mat. And then they come up and the left arm, right leg touch the mat. So alternating arm and leg touching the mat. Spine is stable, hips are stable, no rocking. And breathing at a consistent pace. Breathing at a comfortable pace here. Still pulling that belly up and in. 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it all down. Let's push back into child's pose again. And we'll come back down to our belly. This time let's be up on the forearms. But same idea here. I'm strong in the shoulders, not sinking down in between the shoulders. Belly's tight and pulled away from the mat. Legs are straight. And again, beginning with our scapular isolation movement, helping to build awareness in the scapula and shoulder girdle. So I'll squeeze the shoulder blades together. And back to start. And again, squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, back to start. 2 more. Great, and stay strong there. Move into single leg kick. So the left leg kicks up. 1, 2, and down. Right leg. 1, 2, and down. And let's continue there. Alternating legs. Belly's tight. Strong in the shoulder. Even though all the action's going on down in the legs. The goal of the exercise here is strong upper body, stable upper body, stable spine, hips, belly's pulled away from the mat, strong in the shoulders. A breathing pattern for this would be exhale, exhale, inhale. Let's go one more each way. And down and stay here. This time, left arm slides out and back. Transfer the weight to the left arm and the right arm slides out and back. So as minimal rocking as possible here, just transferring the weight to one arm while the other arm slides out. And back, and belly's tight. Shoulders strong. And not sinking in between the shoulders. Exhale with the extension. Inhale back. And one more on each arm. Stay there, and let's roll right on over into a long sit position. Sitting up tall, belly's tight. Just sitting in this position could be tough if we're unable to sit up in this position and bring the knees in. Bend the knees a little bit. Bring the feet in. Bring it all in. And could also make the legs wider as well. So we'll start with a spine stretch forward. So this is a ab prep movement. This is not a hamstring stretch, although it could feel like a stretch just sitting like this. But the goal here is to let the arms slide forward. Thoracic flexion. So imagine just doing the crunch exercise. And back. And slide forward. And back. So not hinging forward at the hips. But if there's a wire right here, I'm curling my chest over the wire. Two more. Great preparatory movement for the saw, which we'll do in a moment. And back to start. Great. Now bringing the arms up, putting them into genie arms. Holding them like this can help to stabilize the shoulders. We're also focusing on keeping the shoulders slightly down, feeling the flex in the back here, keeping the shoulders down and back. And spine rotation. Exhale to twist and back. Exhale, twist the other way. And inhale back. And continuing. Exhale with the twist. Inhale back. Belly's tight, sitting up tall. Hips are stable. Watching for movement in the feet, watching for pedaling in the feet on the twist, which would indicate an unstable spine, unstable hips. And let's go one more each way. And arms down and roll the shoulders a few times. And now we'll bring that all together into the saw so feet can come wider, about the width of the mat. And again, we can't sit up straight. We'll just bring the knees up and bring the arms around like hugging a big tree. Inhale, exhale, twist. Here's the rotation. Now here is the spine stretch forward. And again, not hinging at the hips, but curling over a wire. And back. Exhale, twist the other way. Reach. And back. Let's continue there. So opposite arm is reaching for the foot. Other arm could be going back. Can also be looking back. But what I mostly want in this exercise is the tight core, stability in the hips, spinal rotation, and then thoracic flexion, curl of the upper spine. And let's go one more each way. And drop the arms, roll the shoulders again. Bring the feet up a little closer. And let's put the arms behind, fingers pointing back. And inhale to squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the chest up to the sky. And exhale. Inhale again, lift the chest, opening the shoulders. Exhale back, last one. And back. Now for our Chuck Taylor curl, this may be a McCrazy Fit original. Right arm goes underneath the right knee, grabs the outside of the foot. You can see the nice stretch in the arm right here. I'm using the other arm for stability, so we're in the same position we were. Just curling this hand right here and curling in. So here's a bicep curl. So this hand here is for stability, core is tight, full stretch in the arm, and curl up. Now I'm only coming as much as comfortable. Most important part of this exercise for me is the stretch. So I'm getting the deep stretch, adding resistance with my leg here so I can even pull out with the foot to add more resistance, and then curling up. And we're going for 10. Exhale with the curl, inhale back. Real slow. Curl, and then even slower back. Last one. And switch arms. Left arm under the left knee, grabs the outside of the foot. Nice stretch in the arm. Curl up. I also have the outside of the arm, the tricep, resting on the inside of the thigh. So we have stability all throughout the arm. Full stretch of the bicep. I'm going for 10. 3 more. And put that down. And let's stretch the back out. After that, left hand goes on the right foot. And now I could press down on the right foot to open up the left side of the back, the shoulder. And the right hand on the left foot and pressing down on that foot for stretching the right side. And let's come back to a starting position. And that concludes our workout. Thank you for joining me. Here is my spring official core toning workout. And all of my at-home workout equipment is linked in the description. They are Amazon affiliate links. So if you use them to make a purchase, I may get a small commission at no extra charge to you. I'll see you at the next workout.